All right, Fusion, you finally got a support unit. I know, officially. What's going on, everyone? TallenV back here, and today we just got the big data download, or I guess big data download for the 30th World Tournament here on Japan. I thought it'd be a little bit bigger. I mean, I don't know if 30th is technically like ooh-ah in the show or anything like that. I don't think it is. But yeah, nonetheless. Anyway, we're getting some cool World Tournament stuff. And by far, this is the best card right here that you are currently seeing. And I'm not even joking on that. This Ox King is absolutely ridiculous. He's crazy. He's crazy good. Now, of course, ignoring his leader skill and everything, we're going to get straight to all the translations for all 4 new cards. Sad thing is, he's going to be the hardest one to get. And it's so sad because I want this card. I want this card so badly, but oh my gosh, he's an SR on the Dragon Ball banner. You guys know how hard it is to get certain units, so yeah, if you pull this guy, and I am dead serious on this, he is one of your top prizes. I'm not saying he's the best in the entire banner, but he's easily one of your top prizes if you get him. Do not bother this guy, okay? Let's take a look at what he does. So, leader skill, physical types, key plus 2, stats up 30%. Okay, fine, whatever. We all know the leader skill they are what they are, right? Let's take a look at his super attack, though. He raises defense constantly. So it's actually exactly the same as LR Kale and Caulifla, since I know a lot of people like that card. But let's take a look at his passive now, which just solidifies this guy as being one of the best new cards for the said World Tournaments. His own defense, 150% up. There is no randomness to it. There is no, oh, you have to be above certain HP or anything like that. You get 150% defense up. Now, I know, obviously, he's an SR card, and you can only awaken him to an SSR, but if he was ever able to get an Dokkan Awaken in the future or anything like that, or you put him onto a really good team, guess what? 150% defense is really good. And he's going to actually fit pretty well on the youth category, because he gives them +2 key and stats up 30%. He is a youth category support unit and gives himself defense right there. That's really cool right there. That is actually really good. And he's also physical. So technically, I also wonder if the youth category could take on the new Goku event now. So, hey, realm of possibilities, right? But first, you've got to pull him, though. That's going to honestly be the biggest thing right here. If you can't even pull him, then there's absolutely no point. Because, again, only by Dragon Ball tickets. Only by Dragon Ball tickets. There's no stones to use the Dragon Ball banner, but those tickets, man, I swear they love to throw those rares out at you. So I guess it is what it is, right? We'll have to wait and see if anything else. I mean, his links are what they are, but overall, the dude's a great support unit. He gives himself 150% defense. He ever gets an awakening, I can easily see that being 200 defense up, and yeah, it's going to be absolutely ridiculous. So overall, though, Ox King, very, very good unit. You pull this guy, you pulled one of the best cards from that banner. So moving on to what I would assume is the main prize of the World Tournament. I don't know about the other two. I'm guessing not, but I'm thinking that Gotenks is going to be the only one. We still, as of this moment, we have not gotten, I believe, the physical Bojack Global. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's what you guys currently got in your last World Tournament. I can't remember if there's another one, but I can't remember. Yeah, anyway, we are getting a TEQ Gotenks, base Gotenks. So he'll have a farmable super attack. If that fusion, or that, what is it, the Vegeta's Brothers event thing comes back, there's that base Gotenks. You can farm him up if you need to. So as long as you get 5 copies of the guy, you can technically rainbow him without having to worry about any essays or anything like that. Because again, just wait for that event to come by, and you get him up to SA 10. So anyway, Super Tech, key plus 2, stats up 70%. Again, I don't know why they don't just make this key plus 3. It literally makes no sense to me. But anyway, it is what it is. He raises his attack and defense, Kaioken mechanic style. So again, we have another unit that is going to constantly raise his attack and defense. So theoretically, he could actually be really good on the Goku event if you, for some reason, are trying to bring a Fusions team and you maybe are lacking in a couple of units and you have to bring a tech unit. He actually would be pretty good. So again, you have to constantly have him keep getting super attacks, getting additional supers to raise that attack and defense. And obviously, he's not going to hold a candle to someone like, you know, the Vegito Blue or anything like that. But nonetheless, he still has some possibilities in there. So it'd be interesting to see what's going on. Now let's take a look at his passive skill. His passive skill is actually really good, but a little interesting on one of the parts, and that's this first part right here. At the beginning of the turn, he changes agility orbs into tech orbs. So, okay, cool, I guess. I originally thought when I saw this, I'm like, oh, you're going to be a nuker, but he's not. He's actually a support unit. He's a double support unit, actually. So first off, he's a support unit to the youth categories, and it's attack up 20% and defense up 10% for anyone on the team in that category. And if you have someone on the team that's in the fusion category, then your allies also get attack up 20% and 10%. Of course, they have to be on the fusion category, okay? So fusions, you finally got your official first support units. I know technically the Pan and Videl fusion, but that's a fusion category card, or not a fusion category. Yeah, it's from the fusions banner, and that hasn't really been around. I know on JP now they're technically in the pool of SSRs, but that was only very recently. So until, unless you got lucky and pulled them when they first came around, or maybe you pulled when their banners randomly came around, other than that, we haven't really had a support unit for fusion. So if you didn't have that, then it is what it is. And now I know obviously under the TEQ Gogeta or like the physical LR Gogeta and everything like that, you could run obviously things like the Kid Buu and everything like that, but an official actual fusions category support unit, this is the first one. So hey, we finally got one. Sweet, I'm all for it. Again, I'm assuming he's going to be the global reward for going and about this. You get your global ranking of 10,000 or 5,000 or whatever, and you're going to get whatever X number of copies. I'm assuming also at 2.3 million points, or it's 23 million points. I always get those points confused up just personally. You'll probably get a free copy of them. So if you just want to kind of go at this casually, get those points, which I think most people usually do. You go for the points, you get some extra stones, some free summon tickets and everything like that, and then you get him as your prize at the end. So, but yeah, so that should be interesting. I mean, at least it's there. I don't know how far I'm going to go in the World Tournament this weekend, because while the Gotenks is a good support unit, I don't really feel like killing my brain when it comes to a JP World Tournament. Regardless what version of the game you play, I think it's pretty clear that while Global does have a longer World Tournament, it's definitely not as hardcore. I don't know if that's technically the right word for me to use or not. Like, I've seen people on Global post, and at me and everything about saying, like, hey, I went to sleep in, my Global ranking of 500, and I woke up and I was only at 550. If that happened to you on JP, if you went to sleep for like 8 hours or something like that, you'd better drop down into the thousands already. So I don't know. I'm probably just going to go. I'll maybe try to get a dupe or two of him. It's nice to put some orbs into him. But maybe at the same time I won't, because eventually he will end up on a World Tournament reward banner. I always say go for the World Tournament banner instead of the general pool of SSR banners that they bring in there for those guaranteed SSR tickets, because he will be in there eventually. So I don't know if it's actually worth really going for him in terms of the global ranking, right? Obviously, I would say go for the points, get him, no problem, right? Obviously, support, we want him and everything. But he will need some dupes, though, at least one or two, in my personal opinion. So, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down below. You're going to go for him or not? One thing I find extremely weird about this guy is that he has over in a flash. That's not a complaint. Just, I thought over in a flash was meant for those units that technically were like, oh, we have limited time and we have to go about this. And while Gotenks is technically on a timed fusion, every other version of him, aside from Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, has always just been prepare for battle or shocking speed or fusion. He's never really had over in a flash, at least to my knowledge. So, yeah, kind of weird that they gave him over in a flash, because he's a base form. He's not Super Saiyan 3 or anything. Last I checked, base form is just 30 minutes. So, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts below on that as well. So, anyway, let's get into the next two units. We have Cyborg Tao here. Tech types key +2, stats up 50%. Okay, again, with the 2 key, why not just make it 3? Anyway, so he has a medium chance to stun his enemies. He has, obviously, supreme damage. And then his passive skill. At the time of super attacking, he gets attack and defense up 100%. And for every time he is attacked, his attack and defense gain an additional 20% for a total of 80% in general. So he'll probably be on the Dragon Ball banner, would be my guess. I doubt they're doing a double reward there. It'd be weird to see like a Gotenks for 1 and also a Mechanical Tao. I could be wrong, but more likely not. Evidence points towards the fact that he is probably going to be just in the Dragon Ball banner. But he's actually pretty good. I mean, attack and defense up 100% after you super attack, so just don't make sure he's not getting attacked first. And then every time he's attacked, he gets an additional attack and defense of 20%. So, and then by the time, if you ever did get him up to 80% via just getting attacked like that, you could then put him in the first slot. He could get hit by somebody, then he super attacks, and he's got even higher defense. So that's pretty cool. Not to mention, a medium chance to stun. He'll be really good for, what is he, tech? So I don't know if he'd really fit on, well, he's got revive. He's got the revived revived key link, so could maybe fit with a few of the revive category type characters on an extreme tech team for Super Battle Road. that could probably be pretty decent for the Revived Warriors category Super Battle Road. So, hey, I'm all for that. Sure. Works for me. Oh, okay, cool. I hope I pull him, but I know he's going to be extremely hard to pull because, again, Dragon Ball Dan, or most likely. So, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. So, anyway, moving on to the final one, Android 8, technically. I believe that is technically Android 8. But he's in, looks like Rage mode, I guess. I don't really know. I haven't seen Dragon Ball in so long. So, anyway, Strength Types Key +2, stats up 50%, and he lowers attack and defense when he super attacks. All right, cool. I'm all for lowering the attack. Let's take a look at his passive skill. So passive skill, when he is attacked for 3 turns, then his own attack will go up 100%. And then if on your team you have a lineage of Goku member on your team and from that category, then he gets an additional attack and defense up 80%. So automatically, basically, if you're running him on a Goku lineage category, or you happen to have a Goku friend on there or something like that, maybe you're doing the Super STR, Super Battle Road stage, and you bring him along, and you obviously bringing, like, you know, a Super Saiyan Goku or something like that, or STR, Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Bring him along on there. You're already going to have attack and defense up 80%, no problem. And then after you get hits, you're going to get an additional attack up 100% for 3 turns, which is really cool. So, probably pretty powerful. Key links are, you know, they are what they are, I guess. Is this what? Jinzo Ningen? This is all the revived? I don't know what key link that is. I don't really remember. But yeah, it's not the revived key link, but it is what it is. So, nonetheless, pretty good. I don't know how he'll do key-wise, at least, again. But hey, nonetheless, he's still a really good card. So, overall, some pretty good cards. I'm still sticking by my fact that this guy's going to be the best one, but the hardest to pull. So, if you guys pull him, consider him really good, especially if you're looking to try and get that Kid Goku, the Int Kid Goku, who is the leader skill of that same category. That is definitely interesting. But yeah, I mean, that's some good support unit stuff right there. That's definitely some good support. So, World Tournament is starting up this Friday, Japan time. I would do a little guide video on how to make some teams because I know things have changed up a lot since I think a lot of people have really looked at the World Tournament and just assumed that doing A with Broly or B with Broly is the way to go. There might actually be some different ways, so I'm kind of looking into it. So keep an eye out for that video, and we'll definitely see it soon. But yeah, anyway, that's me for the video, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. As always, you can be going for a high global ranking, or you're just going to kind of go for the points and call it good. All that fun stuff, let me know down below. So anyway, that's me for the video, though. Until next time, everyone, I will see you all in the next one.